The needs assessment, there were 13, and here are the 13 needs: anger, antisocial peers, cognitions, dyslexia, education. These are the 13 needs that are associated with criminogenic needs that need to be, that your case manager needs to see incremental reductions in order for really, they need to see for your improvements. And then with that, they can, it's at an appropriate point, unbeknownst to you, they will offer, or could implement the Second Chance Act, as well as writing a recommendation to the halfway house in your behalf. If you refuse to make your financial responsibility plan or to make those payments, then it's good luck. So they are broken down into two categories. There's evidence-based recidivism reduction. And again, you could be asked to take any one of these classes. You could be, it could be, you could be a banker, and they could ask you to take emotional regulation, or life connections program, or any one of these programs. Say thank you. If you are someone who is autistic, skills program, there's only 2 locations in the country, really. So that is something that you and your attorney should pay close attention to. Next are productive activities. The Healthier Me, these are for women. Matter of balance, they may tell you to walk around the track. Okay, say thank you. Whatever they tell you to do. Alcoholics Anonymous, if your charge was related to, and this was a crime where alcohol was involved, possibly, then if the feds were asking questions before you went to trial or before the plea deal, hopefully you started at home and you enrolled in Alcoholics Anonymous, or if it was Narcotics Anonymous or Gamblers Anonymous, any of those programs you started on your own ahead of time will be helpful to you later on. Definitely. Because it will then become part of your pre-sentence report. And you will have gotten into the drug program that much easier. So these are all the programs. And so as you fill out the risk assessment question, when they ask you, have you looked at the programs? You can say, yes, you've looked at all of them. Maybe you wanted to get a job, prison industries. So they're all here for you to go ahead and be able to look and read. And each one of them, if you're diabetic, open that up. And this is the program. It brings it right to you. And this is everything that you need to know about the program itself. And it goes through the program. There's not much here, but this is all that there was on the program. We've been through the pattern score. As soon as you felt you were a target. If people are telling you, I know that patients came in to me and they told me, the first patient came in and said, FBI came in, they said they wanted to know if you did surgery on them, if I did surgery on them. And the patients told them yes, and they showed them the scar and everything and how long that surgery was. And I said, okay. And I thought it was nutty. And then another patient came in a couple of months later, said the same thing. The minute somebody comes in, and if you hear that the feds are asking questions, call your attorney and get right to it, because I thought it was all a big mistake. It was nothing, but it's not, because the Department of Justice at that point has their case. And right now they're just kind of pulling together the strings, if you will, but they already have a case against you. So, you need to decide, you need your attorney. You need to then make sure that your attorney has a white collar practices federal criminal defense. I've spoken to clients that have had attorneys that they part-time, they practice in state and federal court. You want attorneys that just do federal criminal defense and only in federal criminal court. Then you want them to have done cases like yours. Then you want to see if you can speak to a couple of their clients that have had cases like yours. I mean, they're not, if they're, no one wants to go to prison, but they may have some clients that are willing to talk to you. After that, maybe they'll let you see. You want to see several sentencing memorandums. They'll tell you, well, there's HIPAA that you have to worry about. They're right. But if it's a PDF document, that can be redacted. And if it's not a PDF, then take black magic marker. But you just want to make sure that they look different, because if they all look the same, next, you want to see another attorney. And then lastly, once you all get along and the financing is okay, or the financial part's okay, you want to make sure that when they ask you to do something, please do what they ask you to do, because you're paying them for their expertise. And you want to hold each other accountable, so that you want to make sure that if you're going to ask them to do something or to respect your wishes, that they'll at least take it under advisement. They're going to give you a long list of documents that you're going to have to prepare or get copies of before your pre-sentence interview, to be able to be given to your probation officer. And so that's going to be biographical background and identification background information from you personally. And it'll be copies of financial, medical, personal. But you're also going to need to put together your narrative and your release plan, because you want all of this to be part of your pre-sentence report.